Here at Kauffman Stadium, the Kansas City Royals played host to the Los Angeles Angels, and the Royals sent out right-hander Jake Junis, making his third start of the year. In 2 starts so far, he's already 2-0 with a 1.42 ERA. Not too shabby of a start to the year for Junis, and not too shabby of a start to the game as he strikes out Mike Trout to complete a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first. Alex Meyer, all 8'12" of him on the mound for the Angels, was their starter, and in the bottom half of the first, he kicks off his game by hitting John Jay right on the toe, so he'll take his base. Next batter up is Mike Moustakas, finds a single past Kinsler at second, and it's going to be first and second. And then with 2 outs, as Perez and Duda both got out, but Jorge Soler is going to rip one right up the middle, and he's going to drive in a run. The first run of the game comes in, 1-0 Royals. Jorge Soler's all pumped about it. Still in the bottom of the first inning, runners on first and second. Now they're on second and third as the ball gets into the dirt and away from Maldonado. So second and third, 2 outs, and Gordon rips one down the line. He is able to get it in front of the right fielder, and both runs come in, as it's now a 3-0 Royals lead, and they were not done there. Cheslor Cuthbert, pitch runs up on him, the second hit batsman of the inning. Cuthbert not happy about that one, so it's first and second, 2 outs, and even Ryan Goins is getting in the action. Hops on the first pitch, sends it into left center. 1 run comes in, Cuthbert goes the third. Runners on the corners now with a 4-0 Royals lead. And then Acides Escobar is going to pop one up into right center, somehow bloops in, and it's going to have Escobar into second, a runner on third, and Goins, and then also a run came in, so it's a 5-0 Royals lead. John Jay then proceeds to bloop one into left field. They batted around in this inning, and John Jay has a 2 RBI single, 7-0 Royals. But then the inning would finally come to an end as Mike Moustakas pops one up into right field, and Chris Young came in to catch that one. So top half of the third inning now, 2-2 count, and Chris Young at the plate rips one into right field. Jorge Soler tries to dive for it, but he could not just quite squeeze the glove. Almost throws that Young at second base, but he just avoids the tag. So runner on second with 1 out. Maldonado goes down swinging on the nasty breaking ball from Jake Junis, and then with 2 out, nice piece of 2-out hitting from Angelton Simmons. Goes down the right field line. It's going to be a 2-bagger for him. Drives in Chris Young, and it's now a 7-1 ball game. Angels are finally on the board. Still top half of the third, the inning would come to an end when Ian Kinsler grounds out to first base. Duda throws over to Junis, who just barely beats Kinsler over at first. Move on to the bottom half of the fourth, where John Jay draws a walk, so he's over on first. That brings up Mike Moustakas with 1 out. He finds a way into right field with a single, so runners on first and second. With nobody out, brings up Tyler Skaggs out of the bullpen for the Angels to replace Alex Meyer. Salvador Perez is going to pop up on the second pitch he sees from Skaggs in foul territory. It is put away, and then with a 1-2 count, Duda goes down swinging, and that would do it for that inning. They could not drive in the runs. Still 7-1. Top half of the fifth now. Pujols grounds out to shortstop. Escobar, easy play, fires over to first. Next batter up is Jeffrey Marte. He's going to ground out to shortstop as well. Escobar, another easy play. And then for the third and final out of the inning, Chris Young grounds out to Cheslor Cuthbert, playing third as Moustakas was DHing on the day. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the fifth now, and Cheslor Cuthbert's now doing it with his bat. An absolute rocket over the left field fence for Cheslor Cuthbert. Makes it an 8-1 Royals lead. And we would now move on to the top half of the seventh, where Jake Junis gives up a single to Zach Cozart. And that would be the end of Junis' day. Ned Yost came out and to take him out of the game, and Brad Keller came out of the pen for the Royals, making his second appearance of the year. 1-1 count to Pujols. He's going to pop one up to center field, and Keller gets the job done and gets them out of the inning. Top half of the eighth, he would work a 1-2-3 inning, which included striking out Chris Young with the high fastball. Now move on to the top half of the ninth. We're a bit sloppily as runners on first and second, 2 outs, gives up a hit, but Jorge Soler is going to gun the runner at the plate. Perez with the tag, And that is how the ball game ends. Jake Junis gets the win, also player of the game honors. He went 6 2/3 innings, only gave up 3 hits, struck out 6, and only gave up 1 earned run, as the Kansas City Royals come away with the victory here at home over the Los Angeles Angels by a score of 8-1, and the Royals now improve to 10-3 on the year, and the Angels drop to 5-9. Obviously, the majority of the Royals' offense came in the bottom half of the first inning when they batted around on Alex Meyer. Essentially, everyone had an RBI, at least one, in that first inning, except for Lucas Duda and Salvador Perez. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of Royals Baseball. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.
Watch it!